Alright, this video is going to talk about how to do the lower part of the wall section. In case for those people that are absent or missed days, this will help them you guys get through that. First of all, I've got to start a new drawing. So I open up AutoCAD, I come up here, I can click on the new button here, I can go to this A here, and go to new here, whichever one I want to do. I'm just going to click on the new button here. And what comes up is this screen right here comes up. Just the ACAD DWT is what I want to default, so I click on that. It opens up this. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the grid. So, whoops. So down here, you can see right there, this button right here, I'm going to click that, turns off the grid. That button turns off and on the grid. So I'm turn it off. Once I've turned it off, I've got to come up here to the A and go to Drawing Utilities. Go to Units, because I got to change it to Architecture Units. And so window will come up like this, and I change this to Architecture. Hit OK. I'll leave everything else the same, the default. Then the final thing I have to do is start drawing. Okay? And so I'm going to create a line here. And my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my foundation, or my footing. My footing is 24 by 12, so I click here. I drag this direction here. I type in 24, enter. Drag down, type in 12, make sure it locks into place. I'll move it up here so you can see it here. Just if you push the wheel in, you can pan it around. I can zoom in and out with the wheel as well. So I drag to this way, make sure, see how it locks in place? See the green dotted line there? How it locks into place right there, so it locks there. Now I do 24 that way, you make sure it's going polar that direction. You can see also if you look at how it says 90, now it's going up. And I'm going to come up here to the object snap. When the little square, green square appears there, it's snapping to that point. Hit escape on the keyboard, I'm done. I don't like this thing. I like to turn this thing off because it gets in the way. So I'm just going to click on that, left click on it, then right click on it, and go to UCS icon settings. Go to UCS icon settings or origin, show it. I'm going to click it so it turns it off. Next step I got to do is I got to create my foundation. So I'm going to offset this line right here. Offset that line. Enter. And I'm going to go 8'2", 8'2", enter. Click here. Click above it. Hit escape. Zoom back. You can see it right there. If I don't have my midpoint object snap button, I come down here to right there, this arrow here. Turn that midnight. See there's a check mark there. It shows me the midnight. Also shows me the different. See, it says the triangle will appear there in the midpoint and so forth. So click line, midpoint there. Come down to there. Offset 6 inches because I want 6 inches on either side. So click on that to the left, right. Click on it again to the left. Hit escape. Delete this line. Hit and delete on the keyboard, or right mouse click and hit erase. Then I'm going to trim this up here. There's 2 ways of trimming. I can click on this line, grab the gripper here. This is called a gripper. Go back to that point there, or I can hit TR, enter. Click there, it trims it away. Okay, there's my foundation. I also have to put my little on the outside of my house. Let's see if this is the outside. So this is going to be the outside right here. I'm going to come down here, do a circle, the circle tool right here. Come down here to about right here, click, then type in 4, enter. There's my drop it down a little bit. So I'm click there, click in the middle, just drop it down just a little bit. There we go. It's my drain tile. So now I got to put my I'm going to first put my concrete in. So I'm going to click here, click down here. I'm just going to drag about out to there. It doesn't make a difference how far it is. Then I'm going to draw a line straight up as far as I can. Extend this down a little bit too, so I can stop everything at that point. Offset this 4 inches. Enter, 4, enter. Then I'm going to extend this line to my foundation, or I can hit the extend, EX, enter, or go to extend here. Just click enter then, and then click on that line. Oops, there it goes. Now it's there. And I'm going to put my foundation hatch in. Okay, hatch tool is right there, that hatch one there. So I'm going to click on that. The window will come up here. I'm going to kind of go arrow down here until I found my concrete. Right there, concrete right there. Click in there, click there, and then click in this area here. Hit close. You can see there's my hatch right there. That's done. Now my next step is I got to go below it. So I'm going to go enter, 6, enter. Below it. And I'm also going to draw a spline, which is right here. Actually, that's not it. I'm going to go down here to spline, which is this one right here. Click anywhere, somewhere on here. I'm just going to I'm going to hold the control key down, right mouse click, and go to nearest. Where is nearest? There it is right there, nearest. Then I'll just go somewhere on that line. I'm going to go about right here. And just kind of draw a spline around it. And we'll go back to this point right there. Right mouse click, enter. Enter again. Hit escape on the keyboard. There's my spline, and I've got my limestone there. So I'm just going to click on hatch again, and I'm going to go to my gravel. So it's G. Just kind of go down until gravel comes up. There's great gravel right there. So click there, click in there, and click in there. You'll see how it's really bad right now. So I had to come down to my scale right here. So I'm going to scale this. Let me see if 6 works. Probably too big. So let's go to 5. So hit tab. So I hit 5, hit tab. Then I like the way that looks. I'm going to hit close. There's my gravel hatch around those 2 spots. Okay. Next step is to come up here to create my sill plate. Go for the midpoint up here 2 inches. Go out this direction 6 inches. And down to there. Then I'm just going to draw a line across there. Hit escape. Hit enter again to start the line command. Go down here. There's my X to show the sill plate. That's wood because it's being cut through. Now I'm going to do my anchor bolts. I'm just going to draw a line. Make it very simple. Just draw a line and cut a little bit down there, and then just come down a little bit on an angle. Hit escape. Offset 1. O enter 1 enter. Click there. Click over there. Click there. Click there. Then I'm just going to extend this line a little bit straight down. Then I'm going to EX enter enter and have that extended there, and then TR enter enter to trim that out. L enter. Connect this. And also connect the top too. Hit escape, L enter, connect the top there. There's my anchor bolts all done. Now I got to put my J bar in down here too. So do the same exact thing, just make it a little bit bigger. O enter, 1 enter. Bring this down a little bit here. EX enter enter for extend. Or I could also just extend this by dragging this. Well, I think you got to do EX enter enter and extend, because otherwise it won't do that same angle. So I'm just going to click on this line now and use the gripper to bring it back. So I click on the line, click on the gripper, release the mouse button, drag up to where I want to put it, and click again. L enter. L enter. Hit escape, then L enter again. And there, that's done. Okay, now I've got my line. Drag this across here to this point here. So just have it intersect right there. So you'll see how it's drawn. See how the line connects in, and then also the X appears. That's the intersection. So click there. O enter, 12 enter. So offset that by 12. Draw this line up 12 inches. Hit escape. Then I'm just going to bring this over to here and connect it to there. Now I got to offset this 2 inches over, so O enter, 2 enter. Then I'm going to draw a line to put the X in there again, just like I did before. Hit enter, enter to start the command. So enter ends the command. Enter again starts the same line command again. There's that, and there is my lower section of my foundation finished. Okay, one thing I just noticed, I did make a mistake on this. This is siding. We're doing brick. So I'm going to, again, this is fine to make this mistake because I can show you a new command too as well. So I'm going to highlight all this. I'm going to highlight, you see how I'm highlighting all that? So I highlighted the anchor bolt, I highlighted, so if I click, drag this direction here to the right, it'll only select what's totally inside the box. So click there. Now I'm going to hit M, enter for move. Click in the middle, click anywhere on the screen, drag to the right. I'm going to type in 6, enter. Then the only thing I have to do is clean it up a little bit. So now I'm over there. You can see how that one moved. I shouldn't have moved that one over. I'm just going to grab that gripper, drag it back there, and drag this one back there. Then I'm going to TR, enter, enter, and highlight this there, and get rid of that. Now I've got room for my brick. I just looked at it and I've noticed that that was missing. But again, now you learned the move command as well. So I apologize for putting that in the wrong location. I was doing siding there, not thinking about brick, and then I realized we're doing brick. So that's the bottom one. It's completely finished now. The move command, a new command, which is great.